Thank you for staying tuned. On May the 25th, 6 students were kidnapped from the Lagos Model College, Ekpe, and only regained their freedom 65 days later. Education correspondent Sharon Ijason visited the school and spoke to one of the parents of the released students. We warn that this story contains scenes with flash photography.
Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, has in recent times experienced attack on schools by gangs of kidnappers. The new tactic is writing letters to boarding schools to inform them they are coming to abduct students. For months, parents of the 6 kidnapped students waited patiently for the release of their children. Finally, the 6 students regained their freedom, and Deputy Governor of Lagos State and the Governor of Ondo State spoke on how the students were released.
Part as a state to continue, we've been working diligently to ensure the security of lives and property. Though it has taken long for us to have these children back of us before, but in our wisdom, we believe it is better for us to have them here back safely and well, rather than for us to have done some of the things that we have jeopardized the security.
The acting president, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, SAN, we must underscore the role he played in this matter. He was the person that first got in contact with us in Ondo State to raise these matters. And that was about over a month ago at the NEC meeting when he called me. And I said, we will make efforts. The governor body also called thereafter. I said, okay, we'll make efforts.
When I visited Ekpe, the area was calm, but residents could not hide their feelings following the release of the 6 students. They pleaded with the Lagos State Governor to beef up security and help improve infrastructure in the community.
Security to authentic.
We want permanent policemen in the school compound. That's the only way the school can be secure. We thank God, we thank the government.
I happy, I thank my God, because that country I never seen for this Ebola before. Make government help us with this country, make it not come out again. We happy, our prayer God don't answer our prayer.
We want security to be beefed up in this area. We are not happy about the frequent kidnap, but we are happy the children have regained their freedom.
Parents of one of the released students who remain thankful for her son's safe return says her son was preparing for his exams when he was kidnapped.
I feel relieved. I feel happy, very elated. That's stress of 65 days is finally, has finally come to an end. It was God, because each day, because the general belief we had was that they are in a boat on a creek, and this is rainy season. Each time there is rain, I don't sleep. I will cry. I will look unto God that, God, what offense have I committed? Is it a crime to send a child to a school?
While still grateful for her son's release, she shared with me what transpired in the den of the kidnappers as narrated to her by her son.
When he came, he said, they tried, they took care of them. It even got to the point, they gave them names. One is general, I think my son is advisor, and the advisor and one of them was now in charge of food, even cooking the food they will eat themselves. That they have freedom, they bath in the river. Even one of them, Isaka, was already teaching them how to swim. So it was a terrible, traumatic, horrific, agonizing 65 days. I don't want to believe that these guys are joking. They came the first time. and they threatened to come back. And they came. Barely how many months? They came. Even when they took the boy as they were going, the 4 boys that they returned, they told them that we are coming, and by the time we come back the 3rd time, it's going to be bloody. I used to drive to take down the ransom. So the first time we took down the money, the first money, they said, hey, Ambode is joking, no? Just tell your governor that he's joking, that we want at least we have reduced it to 50 million now. Is that 50 million we want? When I said hard, he said, if you cry there, I will shoot you.
Though students are on summer break, but the classrooms and institutions of learning, especially those not located in urban centers, are becoming dangerous places to seek education. Civil rights activists appeal for improved security in schools so as not to scare people from seeking education. For the activists, an uneducated society will struggle to achieve meaningful growth and development. Some security experts still believe that to ensure that a society has safer schools, it is the responsibility of teachers, students, and parents. The 6 kidnapped boys from Lagos Model College in Igbonla regained their freedom after 65 days, and that's 65 days of emotional, psychological, and mental trauma. Now, what does their freedom mean to Lagos Model Colleges located around Lagos waterways? Will the culprits be brought to justice? Sharon Ijason, TVC News, Lagos.